Hello friends, this is Normal here for Technique, and in this quick video we're going to compare two mid-range smartphones, the Samsung Galaxy On7 with the Coolpad Note 3. So these two phones are priced around the 10k price point in India. They have a lot of similarities in terms of the specs and also differ in various other areas as well. So we'll do a detailed comparison and see which is better value for money here. So before we go into this detailed aspects, let's have a quick look at the specs. So the Samsung Galaxy On7 comes with a 5.5-inch HD display. It's a TFT panel and it's powered by Snapdragon 410 quad-core chipset with 1.5GB RAM. There is Android 5.1 Lollipop, a 13-megapixel rear camera with LED flash and a 5-megapixel front-facing camera. So this also has a 3000 mAh battery, and the internal storage is at 8GB. Now talking about the specs of the Coolpad Note 3, so this is one impressive device in this price point. It has an octa-core chipset coupled with 3GB of RAM. It has a 5.5-inch HD display, Android 5.1 Lollipop along with a custom UI, 3000 mAh battery, a 13-megapixel rear camera, LED flash. There is also a fingerprint scanner and a 5-megapixel front-facing camera. The internal storage is at 16GB. So that was the spec aspect of these two devices. Now let's go into the detailed aspect. So first step, let's see the design and build quality. So design wise, you can see the Samsung Galaxy On7 is almost similar to any other mid-range Samsung phone. Samsung hasn't done any change to the design. It looks very similar to the older Note series. And also you can see the camera arrangement, the logo, the speaker, everything looks very similar to even to the J series. The front panel has the home button, the two capacitive touch buttons, and the 5.5-inch TFT display. The display isn't that good. Now overall the build quality looks decent, but the design is not very inspiring and looks pretty dated when compared to the competition. Now talking about the design of the Coolpad Note 3, it's a fairly good looking device. It's not slim or lightweight, but it does have a pretty good design. It has curved edges and it does give a good feeling all around. The build quality is also pretty good. It's a matte finish build quality, and you can see the Coolpad has given a black finishing around the side bezels to give an impression that the display is edge to edge, but it's not actually edge to edge display. There is a panel here, but then the design has been made in such a way that to give that kind of impression. And it also has 3 capacitive touch buttons. So overall it feels pretty good in hands, even though it's not lightweight or slim. The Coolpad Note 3 does have pretty good design and overall build quality. So that is the design and build quality aspect. Now moving on to the display. Now both these devices are powered by 5.5-inch HD display, that's 1280 by 720 panel, but the difference here is that the On7 has a TFT panel, while on the other hand the Coolpad Note 3 has an IPS LCD panel, and the colors look much better on the Coolpad Note 3. The display on the On7 is pretty dull and not really that great. The touch response also feels kind of sticky, but on Coolpad Note 3 it's much better than Samsung Galaxy On7. So in the display aspect, we would say the clear winner is the Coolpad Note 3. Now let's move on to the software and performance side. So in the software aspect, you can see the Samsung Galaxy On7 is powered by Android 5.1 with a TouchWiz UI. So that's the UI powering the device, and it's very similar to any other Samsung mid-range phone. You can see Samsung hasn't included any bloatwares. Couple of apps are also included, like Smart Manager. So rest all the apps are pretty decent, and it does not have any bloatwares included. It has this custom notification center. So the overall software experience is pretty decent on this device. You also have 8GB internal storage, out of which 4.5GB is available to the user. You can expand the storage, but you cannot install apps directly onto the SD card. Now talking about the performance, so this device has a pretty decent performance all around. It's powered by the Snapdragon 410 quad-core chipset with just 1.5GB RAM. So the RAM is pretty less when compared to the competition, which offers 2 and 3GB in this category. Now Samsung is offering only 1.5GB, but overall performance looks decent, not much of issue. The Snapdragon 410 is a performing chipset and it does have pretty decent performance. So this device also has 4G LTE capabilities, and it also dual SIM card. Now talking about the software and experience on the Coolpad Note 3. So this is powered by an octa-core chipset from MediaTek with 3GB of RAM. This is one of the few devices in the sub 10k price point which offers 3GB of internal RAM and 16GB of internal storage. So this is powered by Cool UI. You can see it's a custom UI with lots of features, and the UI offers pretty decent amount of features. Added tools are also included. There is also fingerprint scanner. As we said before, this can be used to lock apps and do a lot of things. So in that aspect, the software and performance side, we would say the Coolpad Note 3 is much better than the Samsung Galaxy On7. Now this also has 3 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of internal storage. You can expand the storage again. So even in that aspect, the Coolpad Note 3 is much better. Now this also comes with 4G LTE support and dual SIM card support, and you can also expand the storage. So overall, in the software and performance side, we would say the Coolpad Note 3 is the better choice here. Now let's move on to the camera. So this is one area where again there is a lot of differences in terms of the performance, although both these devices have 13 megapixel rear camera and LED flash and a 5 megapixel front facing camera. Now the camera interface again has a pretty decent amount of options in both these devices. You can see the amount of features available here. So you can have control on your photos on both these cameras. Both have manual mode and come with pretty decent amount of options as well. The interface also looks pretty decent on both these devices. Now talking about the camera quality, you can see that here the Samsung Galaxy On7 is a clear winner with much better clarity overall, and it looks pretty good than the Coolpad Note 3. Coolpad Note 3 is not really a great performer in the camera segment, but it does provide with decent camera experience. So in the camera experience, we would say the Samsung Galaxy On7 produces much better clarity than the Coolpad Note 3. Now finally, the battery performance. So both these devices are equipped with a 3000 mAh battery, and the battery performance is pretty good on both these devices. With both these devices with an average or moderate usage, you can get more than a day of usage on both the devices. So in the battery performance, there's no clear winner here, but we would still give it to the Coolpad Note 3 for a slight better battery performance than the Samsung Galaxy On7. Now talking about the pricing, that's one very important area to consider. Now the Samsung Galaxy On7 is priced 10,999 and available exclusively on Flipkart, while the Coolpad Note 3 is priced 8,999, almost 2k difference between these two devices. So for the additional for the cheaper variant, that is the Coolpad Note 3 offers 3 gigs of RAM, fingerprint scanner, better display, and also overall better performance along with 16 gigabyte internal storage. The Samsung Galaxy On7 has a great performance only in the camera aspect. So all in all, we would say the Coolpad Note 3 is a better choice here. But having said that, there is one thing which is better on the Samsung Galaxy On7, that's after sales service and warranty. While Coolpad does not have really great or large number of service center, Samsung does have that, and if you're looking for better after sales warranty, then you should be thinking the Samsung Galaxy On7. So that is a detailed comparison of the Samsung Galaxy On7 with the Coolpad Note 3. So hope you like this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.